In this video, I'm going to explain why we get synchronicities and how the law of attraction is constantly working for us, whether we know it or not. Hey my friends, it's so good to see you again. Welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nick Levin and I help people self-actualize their journey through consciousness. So feel free to subscribe and hit that bell notification. That way you always get updated whenever I post new content. Have you ever noticed weird coincidences? Say you're out hanging out with some friends and one of them's talking about how they went to Chipotle the other night. And you start thinking to yourself, oh my God, Chipotle sounds so good. Your tummy starts rumbling. You start thinking, when is the last time I had Chipotle? So you go inside to grab a snack and the TV's on. You look over and there happens to be a Chipotle commercial on TV. You think, what? That's a weird coincidence. But you grab a snack, your tummy's no longer rumbling, so you forget about it for the rest of the day. Until later that night, you're scrolling through Facebook and come across an ad. $5 off on Chipotle. These damn technology listening to all my conversations. You throw your phone down and push it off as mere coincidence or just technology listening to you. But then the next morning, you're driving to work and you see a new construction site, and on the sign it says they're building a new Chipotle. What the hell? That wasn't there yesterday. Is it just a weird coincidence, or were these things always in your reality, but you just didn't notice until you brought awareness to them? I believe it's the latter. We are constantly creating our life experiences. You are constructing it, thought by thought, word by word, mood by mood. If something happens and you start thinking about it and it puts you into a certain feeling, that feeling creates more of that in your reality. So it can be good or it can be bad. The universe is not subjective. The law of attraction is not subjective. So that's why you have to focus on things that you do want rather than things that you don't want. Humans by nature are pretty negative unless we've been raised correctly or have trained our own brains to think positively. But instinctually, because we had to when we were cavemen, think negatively, we had to think if we went around thinking positively about everything, we'd probably walk off a cliff when we're staring at the clouds, or go to pet a saber-toothed tiger, or whatever. So we had to think negatively in order to survive. But that isn't really the case anymore. However, our brains are just still wired that way. That and life experiences, our childhoods, most of us have just been raised to think negatively, which bring more negative into our life, and it just causes the snowball effect. We think negative, we see negative, therefore we think more negative and see more negative, and it's just a downward spiral. Too many people focus on problems. I guarantee each and every one of you has wonderful, beautiful things happening in your life, but you never seem to talk about those things. You always focus on the one thing that happened wrong that day, or the couple things that happened wrong last week, which just brings more of that into your life. Every waking moment, you are focused on something. Whether you're focused on what happened in the past or focused on the present, which is the best thing to be focused on, or if you're focused on the future, whether wanted or unwanted. Either way, what you focus on is what you attract. Energy flows where attention goes. Just yesterday, I was hanging out with one of my friends. We were driving in the car, and I was talking about how I needed to create a landing page for my website. Not even 2 hours later, we go to this lady's house to clean her roof, and she mentions that she has a website. So I just intuitively ask her, what kind of website? And she says website design. And she builds landing pages. These weird synchronicities, I call them weird, they're not weird. These synchronicities come into our life like as if by magic. And the more you realize that you are creating everything in your life, the more intuitive you get, the more action you take, and you start seeing great synchronicities in your life. But like I said, too many people focus on what they don't want to happen. Just the other day too, I was hanging out, I was working with that friend again, and we were on this really steep roof, cleaning off the moss and cleaning the gutters. And I think to myself, I still catch myself, thinking negatively here and there. So I think to myself, watch me slip off this roof. And so I'm at the edge of the gutter, cleaning out the gutters, and my foot slips. And twice this happened, actually. My foot slips and goes off the edge, I freak out, my butthole puckers, my gut clenches, and I'm thinking, okay, I need to get away from there. I'm thinking negatively. And then I don't even talk to my friend about this, but I'm thinking, I wonder if there's like shoes or pants or something that are like grippy enough to where you don't slip off of a roof. And later that night, again, I'm scrolling through Facebook. Well, I go to Facebook to check my notifications, but then I go down the rabbit hole of just continuously scrolling until I come across the reels. So I watch each and every reel. The third one that I click on is a video of a guy demonstrating his roofing shorts that are grippy, so that they grip so you don't slip. And they work on metal roofs, they work on shingles. And I thought, oh my God, dude, like I was just thinking about this earlier, like a couple hours ago. And that's how the law of attraction, that's how reality works. We are constantly creating things in our life. So make the decision right now to not even talk or think about things that you don't want. Only focus on that which you want to create more of in your life. Like I said earlier, you have a million great things going on in your life that you can be grateful for. You woke up this morning, you have clean water, you have food, you have clothes, but you stub your toe and that's all you focus on the rest of the day. And because you're thinking negatively, other negative things are going to happen. Maybe you weren't necessarily thinking about a car crash, or thinking about a flat tire, or thinking about forgetting your wallet. But that's what happens when you get down the downward spiral, when you start the snowball effect of negativity. You start thinking about how you stubbed your toe, so then you walk out the door without your wallet, and you realize that you're running out of gas, so you pull over to the gas station, and you have no money. However, if you stub your toe and think, well, where was I thinking wrong? And you start right then to change your thoughts and think, oh, well, I'm glad I didn't break it. Just that little switch of positive thinking will drastically change your whole day. So that being said, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and comment below if you have any questions with the hashtag AskNickLevin, and I will make sure to get back to those. And like I said, go ahead and, if you haven't already, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I will see you on the next video.